Okay, what's up guys? We are going to be continuing our story of the Forest of Doom, which is a fantasy choose-your-own-adventure novel. We tried this the other day and we met our demise because a big monkey killed us. And if you don't know what this is, it is a choose-your-own-adventure where these three things below, which we've already chosen with a roll of a dice, these are your skill levels. So this is how strong you are against other creatures. This is your hit points, or however many, how much health you have against other monsters, and luck gets you out of different situations by the roll of a dice if you become lucky, basically. And this one is the story of a Forest of Doom in which two parts of a hammer got separated. Yeah,
got stolen by goblins.
Yes.
So you're looking for a axe handle. Hammer.
I think it's a hammer.
Hammer handle. And the hammer head as well, which we're looking for.
I believe one of them is made of ebony and the other one was it bronze?
Oh, I feel like I need to read through it again.
Have a quick look. It's not too important. If we do find it, you'll be the first to know.
You'll know if we find it.
So we're going to be continuing. We're starting from the beginning, but we're going to try and get further than we did last time. So we do have a bit of prior knowledge from our last endeavour where we didn't do too great, we didn't do too bad. So we have a bit of insider knowledge of what to do, what not to do.
261. Yeah, so basically, it's Yastromo, isn't it, the wizard?
Yes. We're supposed to bring Yastromo the wizard, both parts of the... Is it Yastromo we're supposed to bring them to?
I don't know. Should we read it from the start again?
Yes, okay. We don't read the whole thing though, because it's like 6 pages long.
Yeah, okay. I'm just trying to find out where this hammer is. Here we go. The head is made of bronze, you were right.
Okay.
And the handle is made of polished ebony. Both head and handle have the letter G inscribed on them. So basically we're looking for the two parts of this hammer.
Yes. And from this little overlay thing we have here, we have the quest items, and we're going to be updating this as we go. So when we find these pieces of the hammer, they will go down there, and also any items we pick up will be going down there too, and when we use them we're going to cross them out. So we will keeping you guys updated as we play and as you play, because you'll be helping us hopefully in the chat to not die.
Yeah. Right. I think we're bringing him back to Yastromo.
Yeah. So there you have it. We are bringing both pieces of the hammer back to the wizard Yastromo.
I think.
Yeah. Should we?
I can't find it, so.
Should we start the book then?
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to start it?
You start this time.
Okay. Mix it up a bit.
Yeah.
It's because I think it's really long. Okay, so basically we're on our way to find this wizard who's going to set us off on our quest, and he's called Yastromo. So your walk to Yastromo takes a little over half a day, and you arrive at his stone tower home dirty and hungry. As the tower is set back on the edges of Darkwood, some 50 metres away from the path you've been following, it is difficult to find. Finally, you walk up to the huge oak door, somewhat relieved to find that it does exist and that Big Leg has not been speaking wildly in his delirium. We didn't introduce Big Leg. A large brass bell and gong hang from the stone archway. As you ring the bell, a shiver runs down your spine and you realise that the loud bong invades a deep silence, which you had not noticed before. There are no sounds of birds or animals to be heard. You wait anxiously at the door and hear slow footsteps descending stairs from the tower above. A small wooden slot in the door slides open and two eyes appear and examine you. "Well, who are you?" demands a grumpy voice through the hall. You answer that you are an adventurer in search of the master mage Yastromo, intending to purchase magical items from him to combat the creatures of Darkwood Forest. "Oh, well in that case, if you're interested in buying some of my merchandise, you'd better come off. I am Yastromo." He then turns and slowly climbs the stone stairs. Will you follow him up the stairs or draw your sword and attack him?
Well, it's too early in the game to attack him.
Yes.
We don't even have our skills really, so we're going to follow him up this staircase.
There you go.
261.
2, 6.
You follow the huffing and puffing old man in his tattered robes up the spiral staircase to a large room at the top of the tower. Shelves, cupboards and cabinets line the walls, all filled with bottles, jars, weapons, armour and all manner of strange artefacts. Nostromo shuffles past the general clutter and slumps down in an old oak chair. He reaches into his top pocket and pulls out a fragile pair of gold-rimmed spectacles. Placing these on his nose, he picks up a piece of slate and chalk from the table next to his chair. He begins to write frantically. He then hands you the slate, and he gives us a big list of items here. Now, we've already selected the items, which are going to appear down here soon, but we'll give you the full list, and then we'll tell you which ones we picked.
So you start off with 30 gold as well.
Yeah, so down there you see the bag of gold. I keep doing this the opposite way. You see the bag of gold here? This started at 30 and we've used 25 pieces to buy these items because they're all worth a certain amount of gold. So these are the items that are on the list. So there's a potion of healing, a potion of plant control, a potion of stillness, potion of insect control, potion of anti-poison, holy water, ring of light, boots of leaping, rope of climbing, net of entanglement, armband of strength, glove of missile dexterity, rod of water finding, garlic buds, headband of concentration, fire capsules, and nose filters. So our kind of method for picking these items are the ones that sound the most unique to help you out with a certain situation. So I'm going to continue the page before we tell you what's in there. So he tells you that all the instructions for use are written clearly on the labels attached to the items, together with their suggested use. He sighs and tells you that unfortunately the magic in the items only works once, but they are the best you can buy for the money. If you decide to buy any of the items, pay for them by reducing the amount of gold on your adventure sheet, and then add the items to the relevant sections on it. Nostromo then asks you the reason for the purchase of the items, and you tell him your story and your decision to continue the quest of Luckless Big Leg. Ah yes, Nostromo says slowly, rubbing his chin. I heard that dwarfs of Stonebridge had lost their fabled warhammer. Without it, their king is unable to arouse his people. Sounds like a proverb.
I forgot all this.
Despite the fact that the hill trolls threaten their village, rumour has it that an envious king of another village of dwarfs sent an eagle to Stonebridge to steal the hammer, which he managed to do. But as it flew back over Darkwood, it was attacked by death hawks and the hammer was dropped into the forest and was lost. Apparently 2 forest goblins found the hammer but could not decide who was to keep it. They wrestled for hours but gave up. They then discovered that the handle unscrewed from the head, and the argument was settled. One kept the head and one kept the handle. Then they parted, each happy with their new treasure. Who knows if they still have them, so I'm afraid your problems are doubled. I can tell you that the head is made of bronze and the handle is made of polished ebony. Both head and handle have the letter G inscribed on them. Your task is not easy. Good luck. You thank Nostromo and leave the room by the spiral staircase. So, there's the setup for the book, and these are the items we chose. So, they should appear on the screen anytime now.
Very bad.
That's pretty fast. So we've chosen 10 items there. You can see them all on the screen, hopefully. Like we say, we've chosen items that we think are going to get us out of sticky situations. As we can only use them once, as we go along, once we use them, we will cross it out down below so we know that we can't use it again. So let's start on page 177.
Okay. Outside, in the bright light, you notice the dead quietness again. A narrow path leads northwards from the tall grass surrounding Nostromo's tower into the dense undergrowth of Darkwood Forest. In a few strides you are surrounded by the dark and tangled forest. Stones and knotted roots seem to hide in the shadows, and you can almost believe that they are trying to trip you up. The light fades quickly and the air becomes moist and unpleasant. Deeper and deeper you go into the gloom.
Moist
And deep. Eventually, the path forks on either side of a huge old tree. So go west or go east, and from experience, I think we decided to go east.
I'm going to go with you on that one. I can't remember. One thing, when we can't decide on whether to go, so this is a multiple choice, east or west. So usually if we both agree, we'll just go with that. If we don't agree, we'll do like rock, paper, scissors or a roll of the dice or something so we can come to a conclusion. So we're going to be heading east?
East.
Okay, so...
Oh no, what if we should have gone west?
It doesn't matter, we've made a decision. I hope. Yes.
Yes, this is right. Hopefully.
This one? 161?
160.
No. 160?
Oh
okay.
boy.
The narrow path continues to cut its way through the tangled forest. Strange animal cries and noises echo through the trees. At last your path widens to approximately a metre across. Soon you arrive at a moss-covered wooden signpost, on top of which sits a large crow. The arms of the signpost read north or east. Just as you are deciding which way to continue, you hear the words, "Good afternoon." You look up in the direction of the voice and see the crow looking down at you inquisitively. "Good afternoon," you reply slowly, feeling a little foolish. The crow speaks again, asking you which way you were headed. You reply that you were looking for 2 goblins, small sinewy creatures with brown scaly skin. "1 gold piece will buy you my advice," states the crow confidently. Will you pay the crow for his advice? Ignore the crow and turn north. Ignore the crow and carry on eastwards. We have 5 gold, and I think we're going to pay the crow because it's better than risking it just going either way. We might get some valuable advice, so turn to page 343.
Oh, we need to lose some gold then.
Yes.
Was it 1 gold piece?
Yes.
I'm going to update it on here in case we lose track.
Okay. So it's 343, so
3,
continue
4,
in a
3.
second. So we now have 4 pieces of gold left.
Okay. 3, 4, 3.
Yes.
You put the gold piece on top of the signpost as requested by the crow, after which it says, "Go north." You ask the crow why it needs gold pieces, and it replies that it needs 30 gold pieces to pay Yastromo to turn back into a human again. You bid the crow farewell. If you want to turn north, as advised by the crow, turn to page 8. If you would rather continue eastwards, turn to 239.
We might as well. We've paid the gold.
We spent our money. We may as well follow it.
Where's the option to pay the crow 30 gold? If you didn't pick up any items
that
and
would
then turn
be...
into a human. What if he was one of the goblins?
That would be a really good choice.
Straight to the end. Which one is it?
8.
Walking along the path, you hear footsteps and arguing voices ahead of you. If you wish to meet their owners, turn to 317. If you would rather hide in the bushes and let them walk by, turn to 392. I just don't know what the end game of this is. It might be different. It might change things.
Shit.
I think we should continue on the path that we had last time at this point.
Okay, so hide. Because last time we played, we had really low skill and stamina.
Yes, so we were better off this playthrough than last time, strength and health-wise. But at this point, we don't want to risk losing much of that. No. Also, before we move on, we have 10 provisions in our backpack when we started, which is 10 meals, and they bring us back 4 stamina points whenever we want during battles or whenever. So if our stamina starts to get low, we're not going to be updating this on the fly because it's going to change so regularly. So when we use one of the potions and get our health back by 4 points, we will remove it on there. So
yeah, we also have a potion of strength. Yes,
up there on just next to the picture of the bag. A potion of strength will give us our full stamina back at any point, so that's like a last resort if we're so close to dying and we've used all of our stuff. We can only use that once as well, so we will cross that out if we use it.
Which we will. Yes.
So I think we're going to decide to hide it in the bushes from whatever these things are. I'm kind of curious what they are, but I guess we'll never find out unless we die and we start it again. So 392. It's very close to the end of the book.
If only it worked like that.
Okay, 392.
Okay. As you crouch in the bushes off the path, the voices get louder. Then 2 pairs of spindly legs in tattered cloth shuffle past you quickly, kicking up dirt and dust. The voices soon fade away into the distance. You step out onto the path again and press on northwards. turn to 157.
So they sound like goblins. I reckon we probably could have taken them easily.
And they probably had one of the pieces.
Or information, at least.
Yeah.
Okay. Play through 3.
Oh, this is gonna...
To the left of the path, you notice a large hole in the ground with a diameter of some 3 meters. Walking over the edge of the hole, you see it sloping off into the depths of the earth. If you wish to walk down into the hole, turn to 125. If you prefer to continue walking northwards up the path, turn to 337. Did we go down
I can't
there?
remember what we did last time. Oh, didn't we look in the hole? No.
I've got a feeling we went down there.
Shit.
We probably should have remembered. I've got a feeling we went down there.
You wanted to go in the hole and I didn't. And we rock, paper, scissors.
And then we went down the hole.
And I won. And we didn't go down the hole.
Really? You sure?
Or did you win?
Oh, well, that's... You can't... Oh.
Shit, I'm sure I won. Because then I felt really boring because we went going down the hole.
Okay, should we...
Do you want to go down the hole?
I do.
Don't be shy.
Should we go down the hole?
If you want to go down the hole.
We can't play
Should
it
we
too
rock,
safe.
paper, scissors it again?
Yeah, okay. I'm going to say go down the hole.
I'm going to say stay away from the hole.
Okay.
Oh no!
You did 4!
We normally do, don't we?
Let's
Or is
start
it do?
Near 4.
4?
Yeah.
You... Oh my god.
Right, okay, I win. So we're going down the hole. We do best out of 3.
Out of 3, it's always out of 3.
Shit! We're doing it too fast. So that's 1.
Mm-hmm.
2.
No, you did it. You got me.
Oh, did you?
2
I
out
got
of
you.
3.
So we're going down the hole, right?
Down the hole. Oh, if this kills us and we miss out on that handle.
I think this is the right choice.
Did we go down the hole?
1, 2, 5.
Oh, we did go down the hole. As you descended into the hole, you noticed large amounts of slime secreted by some huge creature. Yeah. If you wish to climb back out of the hole and continue walking northwards up the path, turn to 337. If you wish to carry on down the hole, turn to 15. Is this where we rock, paper, scissors?
I feel like we didn't find out what the slime was
didn't. Do you want to go down?
for. No.
No?
No.
Carry on?
Only if you're sure we didn't do that last time.
I'm pretty sure. We went down and then we rock, paper, scissors.
Okay, so let's do that then. So 337.
Yeah, what if it wasn't that?
It's too late. 337.
Yeah, definitely. Do you want to rock, paper, scissors?
No.
So what we doing?
337.
So
We're coming back out.
Okay.
At last, the trees begin to thin out and shafts of sunlight beam. I feel like we read this because of the word
shafts, yeah.
Sunlight beam down through the gaps of either side of the path. As the path widens, you see a large cave entrance set a few yards back on the right. If you want to examine the cave, turn to 230. If you want to continue northwards up the path, turn to 358.
Cave.
Let's explore the cave.
Yeah, it's a big boy. Should we show the picture?
Yeah.
This is what's inside the cave.
It's basically Hagrid from Harry Potter with his big sword.
Has he got a sword? It's a club.
He's got a big, large club.
Okay, slowly you peer into the cave and see the huge shape of an ogre walking slowly over to a wicker cage with a bowl of water in his great hand. He is dressed in animal furs and carries a stone club in his belt. There appears to be a small creature jumping around inside the cage. You may either pick up a rock and throw it at the ogre,
Yeah.
rush in and attack the ogre with your sword,
Yeah.
or leave the cave and continue up the path.
What are those options again?
Pick up a rock and throw it at the ogre,
Yes.
rush in and attack the ogre with your sword,
Yeah.
leave the cave and continue.
Pick up a rock and throw it at the ogre?
Yes. Joker shirt or payday shirt? Has to be Joker.
It's actually...
Oh, it's both, isn't it?
No, this is Joker. This is the Dark Knight, the Vault Boys. It's got the names as well. Alarm Vault, Bus Driver.
Pick up the rock. So 137.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Do you mind reading this one out for me?
Are you occupied? Okay, 137. Oh, here we go. You ready?
Yes, I am. Okay, so what happens?
If you possess a glove of missile dexterity,
Which we do.
turn to 55.
Okay, so turn to page 55. Yes, thank God. Yeah, you can't beat the Dark Knight. I have played Payday, but I never got too far into it. 55.
Whoa, that was a cool page.
Yeah, it was probably our death if we went to that page. You reach into your backpack and pull out the purple silk glove. It fits snugly on your hand. Then you bend down and pick up a good-sized rock and take aim. So you throw the rock with all your might at the ogre, and it flies like an arrow to hit him on the side of the head, knocking him unconscious. The creature in the cage jumps around even more frantically than before. Do you take a closer look at the creature in the cage, search through the contents of the cave, or leave the cave immediately and continue heading northwards? I think we should search the contents of the cave, because you can always go back to the thing in the cage.
Yeah.
So 313, and because we've just used the missile of dexterity, then we can cross that off our list. There we go. It should show up any second now.
Okay. There is not much of interest to be found in the cave. A straw bed, stone jars, a table, and a chair are all the things that are immediately visible, but on a stone shelf above the bed, a small silver box catches your eye. If you want to open the silver box, turn to 240. If you decide to ignore the silver box and walk over to the creature in the cage, turn to 85. If you decide to leave the cave immediately without the silver box, continue onwards, 358.
Okay, definitely the silver box.
I can't remember.
I have a slight memory of the silver box, and I think it didn't go too bad for us, so let's take the silver box.
240.
Yes. You gently prise the lid off the box. As you do, yellow gas escapes and envelops your face. If you possess nose filters, turn to 338. If not, turn to 169.
Yeah.
And we do have nose fillers or filters.
Fillers.
Yes, 338.
Who gets nose fillers?
I wouldn't be surprised if lots of people do.
338.
Yeah.
Have you crossed nose filters off?
Are we using them?
Yes. The gas is toxic and your eyes start to water. You hold your breath long enough to find the nose filters and slip them into place inside your nostrils.
Oof.
You inhale tentatively, but all is well. After a while, the gas cloud around your face fades away. You put the silver box into your backpack. If you want to walk over to the creature in the cage, turn to 85. If you would rather leave the cave, continue your journey northwards.
Considering he's in a cage, I think it's safe to go and have a look and just see what's in there.
It definitely wants us to look at this creature.
Yes.
85.
Inside the cage, a small sinewy creature with brown scaly skin is jumping up and down. He is a goblin and he has a black shiny rod hanging on a leather cord around his neck. If you want to unlock the cage door, turn to 9. If you want to ignore the creature and leave the cave, continue your journey northwards to turn to 358. So we might as well... Well, he seems pretty angry, but he's only goblin and we're pretty...
He's in a cage.
We're pretty confident we can beat him even if we have to fight him. So turn to page 9.
You unlock the door and step back, drawing your sword in case a goblin tries to attack you. He picks up a wooden stool and, waving it in the air, kicks the door open and charges at you screaming, "You must fight."
Okay, so this is going to be our first fight of the story.
Okay, I'll log it. Okay. So goblin, his skill is 5 and his stamina is 4.
We have an adventure sheet down here where we write the creature's skill and stamina, so it's like ours. It's how strong they are and how much damage they can take.
What was he?
5 and 4.
And he's a goblin.
Yeah. So the way it works is we have to roll the dice. We roll the dice for the monster and ourselves, and we add the total number of the dice to our skill. And if our skill level is higher after the roll of the dice than the monsters, they lose 2 points of their stamina. Same going for us. So it's basically about us trying to whittle the monster down until they have 0 stamina. Or if they do it to us, it's game over and we die. So let's have our first fight of the game. So this is for the goblin's strength.
Oh!
10.
15 then. So his is 15.
Okay.
What's our base? 10?
Yeah. So the goblin got a... What was it? 15? 16.
We're at 16,
So the goblin loses 2 stamina points.
So it's down to 2 stamina. Do you want to be the goblin again?
Yeah. So if we win again this time, the goblin is dead, and then we win the fight basically. Ooh.
Ooh. What's he at? 5?
15, 14? 14. See, we've got quite a good skill level this time around.
Yeah.
At this point in the game with this, because this is quite an easy...
Oh!
Oh, we got double sixes.
Double six.
So
yeah, right, so we killed the goblin.
So that's our first victory. If you win, turn to 176.
We definitely need a dice camera.
Yeah.
In the future.
Yes, we do. We need a top down of this table so we can actually prove that we're not lying to you. Was it 176?
So we haven't lost anything then, have we?
No, not so far.
Good.
Okay, 176.
Is it my go?
Yeah. Okay.
Is it my go?
I think it is.
Okay. Yeah, I remember reading this. You bend down over the lifeless body of the mad goblin and examine the rod around its neck.
Oof.
The rod is made of ebony and there is a screw thread at one end. You're excited to see the letter G neatly inscribed at the other end of what must be the handle of the dwarfish warhammer.
So we have part 1 of the quest item.
Whoop.
I wish we could be as more surprised as we were the first time around, but...
that seemed so fast the first time around that we got.
You think so?
That. Yeah.
Oh, do you mean through the story? Yeah. So we have 1 out of 2 items you're supposed to get in the entire book, but obviously things don't usually pan out as good as that. So we've updated the quest log here, and we have 1 out of 2 quest items. We just need the hammer's actual hammer bit.
Yeah, the head.
The head of the hammer.
You put your find in your backpack and leave the cave to continue your quest northwards. Turn to 358.
358.
358.
Okay. Walking along the path, you do not notice a rope noose hidden beneath some fallen leaves ahead of you. Your foot catches in the noose, and suddenly you are hauled into the air by the rope which is tied to a sprung tree. In a second, you are hanging upside down, suspended by your trapped foot. Test your luck. If you are lucky, I just realised something. Test your luck. If you are lucky, your sword remains in its scabbard, and you are able to use it to cut yourself down from the main trap. Turn to 40. If you are unlucky, your sword slips from its scabbard and drops to the ground, leaving you dangling helplessly. We better hope that we get lucky on this one.
So we need to remember to deduct a luck point as well, which we didn't last time.
Yeah. Do you remember why we need to get lucky?
No. Have we not got enough gold?
No.
I don't. Oh shit! I remember now. Yeah.
Zelda boy. Okay. So we need to get lucky. So how do we do luck again?
Is it 1? Oh, is it 1 dice?
No, it's.
I'm gonna have to look at this up.
It's got to be equal. Basically, for luck, you have to roll either 1 or 2 dice, and it has to be equal to or less than your luck score. So the higher your luck score, the better, because you have more freedom.
Okay, yeah. So roll 2 dice.
Yeah. Oh, so does that mean we win every time?
No.
Because we have a luck of 12. If you roll 2 6s, that's equal to our luck, right?
You're joking.
There's got to be a catch to that.
As you will discover, roll 2 dice. If the number rolled is equal to or less than your current luck score, we do
deduct one every time, though, remember?
But then we would, so we've won this time.
That makes sense.
Let's roll it anyway, because I like rolling a dice.
Yeah.
You roll one as well.
We're just going to check, just to see who's the best.
5.
Well, I got 1, so not me. Okay, so...
So our luck is now down to 11, but we've got lucky this time.
Yes, so let me just change that up. We'll probably do this for luck, and if anything like dramatically alters our skill, but for stamina we will just keep reminding you of that.
Really? Oh, if we're in a fight. We could do it at the end of a fight.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, so we got lucky, right? So
yeah.
Next up. Okay, 40. There you go.
Oh, we haven't done this then before.
It might still end up the same though.
You get to your feet and curse, brushing the dirt from your clothes with your hands. You are tempted to wait around to discover who set the trap, but decide against it. To continue northwards, turn to 274.
Okay, I think...
This is good.
Yes.
So this is like uncharted territory now.
Thinking about it, we pretty much died there, didn't we?
Pretty
Without
much,
our
yeah.
extra life. Which one was it?
That ape got us straight after that.
Yeah. Shout out to Cozy Tavern who gave us an extra life. What page is this?
274.
You noticed a knotted vine hanging down...
Have we done this?
This is the bit. You notice a knotted vine hanging down to the ground from a tree on your left. You look up and see a roughly made treehouse amid the branches. If you want to climb up the vine to the treehouse, turn to 195. If you wish to continue walking north, turn to 109. Now, we've been up in that treehouse, and we would never like to go up there again.
We died in that treehouse.
Yeah, we didn't get anything good. We met our end. So, I think it's wise for us to turn around and leave the cave. So 109.
Are we still in the cave?
That is. Yeah, because you sip on the noose right there, 109.
Oh, this is like...
A breeze.
This is fresh now, though.
Until we lose everything in 5 minutes.
Soon the path leads out of the trees onto a large plain with tall grasses. Beyond it you see rising ground and, further off, some low hills. The path splits and goes in 3 directions. If you want to go west, if you want to go east, or you want to continue north.
I think we should still continue with the crow's advice, do you think?
North?
Yeah.
Just straight north?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but was he talking about the other goblin when he's... You know, we asked him if he'd seen any goblins.
Yeah.
And he took us to one already. So we sort of went east to start with, and then we went north. Should we go back west, or should we go round?
You would imagine they went separate ways, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
But if we go, like, west, will it give us an option to go south later?
Should we roll 3 dice, and whichever the highest number will go? Or have you got a feeling, or do you want to go somewhere?
I'm just trying to remember, because I feel like we went north last time, but I don't know if we should keep going north, like you said. I don't think... Did we gain... I think we gained a few items and stuff on the way north, but I don't know if we need them.
Should we go west? I just have it in my head that west's bad, but maybe we need to go west.
We went east and then we went north.
Yeah, we sort of gone like this.
So should we continue east?
Ooh, and we're going like round. Can do though if you want.
Should we rock, paper, scissors?
East and west.
Yeah. So what are you?
I'll be west.
Okay, is this best out of 3?
Best out of 3.
And I'm east. You're west.
I'm west.
Okay. Alright, so...
I'm going to forget my
1, 2, 3, 4, yeah?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh!
Wow. Is that me or you? 1, 2, 3. Fuck's sake! We need to slow down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That was me. Do you know what? Because I lost.
We are worse. We are worse at rock paper scissors
than fighting dragons.
Where are we going then?
West. Because I fucked it up.
Now I feel like it's my fault if we lose.
Good. I can get one back on you now.
Oh, you got a well short one.
Which one was it?
1, 2, 4.
The path ends at another junction. The way south leads back to the forest, so you decide to head north. Turn to 180. Yours is short as well.
Walking quickly along the path through waist-high grass, you arrive at another junction in the path. If you want to continue walking north, turn to 105. If you wish to go west, turn to 361.
Did we go west just then?
Yeah.
And it told us to go.
Yeah.
So can we even go west? We can.
Should we try and go west?
Yeah, 361.
I feel like it doesn't want us to go west.
Yeah. Should have remembered what time you went live. From not too far ahead comes the sharp noise of barking dogs drawing nearer. Suddenly a brown fox with eyes wide open in fear dashes past you. We might have a companion after this. Dashes past you running east. The frantic yelping of the dogs get louder. If you wish to face the oncoming pack of dogs, turn to 396. If you'd rather hide in the tall grass off the path and let them run past in the pursuit of the fox, turn to 86.
Oh, they're gonna get the fox.
How many dogs are there though?
What's the good dogs?
No, I don't think they will be. Will the fox give us anything good? What do foxes do?
The fox is a fox, it's not going to give us anything.
So what will we get for saving it?
Because it's a fox. Your conscience.
Okay, let's fight these dogs.
Are we gonna? I was gonna hide, but...
You were?
Yeah. I was. I feel bad, but I was gonna hide.
You evil person.
What do you want to do?
I don't... Unless this fox can lead us to like a hideout, or maybe the fox is owned by a goblin, but... Yeah, let's hide. Let's hide.
Okay.
So, 86. This is where we get a 10-page description of the fox being disemboweled.
We're gonna get punished for doing that.
Probably. This is probably gonna get us anyway.
Oh, as you crouch down in the tall grass, you hear the sound of galloping hooves amidst the barking.
Oh, got it.
Then you see the legs of 4 hounds and 1 horse race past you in a cloud of dust. The sound of the hunt quickly fades into the distance, and you step out onto the path again. Wondering about the poor old fox, you set off west once more.
He might be alive.
Turn to 208. I hope so.
He didn't say the fox was dead.
What if he gave us the hammerhead?
I don't think the fox had the hammerhead.
Oh my God.
Was there someone on the horse?
He didn't say. Will have been.
So maybe it was some like barbarian with like a massive axe.
208.
So this is pretty much uncharted territory for us at this point. We've not been this direction of the story, so everything that happens from now on we have no idea really. Which means a few of the items we've picked will probably
be totally useless.
You soon arrive at the crossroads. The way south leads back to the forest, so you decide to ignore it. You may either keep going west or head north.
Oh man.
I feel like maybe we should keep heading west for a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just in case we get some cool items or something. So turn to page 99.
Yes. Ahead you see that the path ends at the door of a large hut made of dried mud. It has a domed roof and a single window. You peer through the window and see a large man with dark skin sitting at a table in the middle of the hut. He is bare-chested and is flexing the muscles of his arms.
What's going to happen in this
I feel like this is a different book. If you wish to enter the hut, turn to 209. If you'd rather return to the junction, turn to 349.
It doesn't say how big his muscles are, so we might be safe. He might be a little puny guy we can go in.
He says he's a large man.
He could be a big boy.
Should we go in? He might be really nice.
Yeah, he could be like a really strong, quiet type who wants to feed us. Okay. So we're gonna go inside the hut with the large, dark-skinned man who is flexing his muscles shirtless. And hope for the best. Okay, so I'm gonna save this until she's back, and we'll continue the story. So this is a little breather. So we have 1 quest item so far, so I guess that's better than 0, but as with these stories, you seem to, if you get something really early on, it's like solitaire, where if you get like a really good set at the start, it usually means somewhere down the line you're going to get messed up. Maybe that's just negative, I don't know. For anyone who's watching the stream right now, go ahead and let us know what you think of this concept and this idea. If it's working well, is there anything you would change? And we would like you to take part in the story and give us your like observations and what you would like as a decision, because it might help us out. Maybe it might be something we've not thought about. I just joined. What's this about? What's up, yo quick? Basically, this is a choose your own adventure story. It's a fantasy, so it's like your Elder Scrolls, Skyrim sort of thing. And basically, each page has options of you basically play out the story. It's like go up this staircase or fight this monster. You have to fight with dice, and basically your options will get you through the story, or you'll die and game over, and you just have to leave the book. So. There's a lot of stuff down here already. These are our skills and items we've picked up. This is how much gold we have left. We have provisions and quest items. We need to find 2 pieces of a hammer to finish the story. So we're going to continue the story, and hopefully you can pick up on the idea and help us out with your choices too. So I think it was 209. We were about to go into the hut with the dark-skinned topless man flexing.
Yeah.
So we're going to find out what happens.
How did I forget?
It doesn't really sound like Elder Scrolls when you read that one, but okay, so 209.
Oh, have you not read it?
Oh no, it's for me. As you enter the hut, the big man smiles. He looks pleased to see you and starts to speak in a deep voice. Welcome, stranger. My name's Quinn, and I earn a living by my arms. Would you like to care for a little wager, perhaps an arm wrestling?
Oh, God.
So we got to arm wrestle the guy. If you wish to accept the challenge, turn to 28. If you wish to decline the offer, you politely refuse and return to the junction in the path. Turn to 349. Now...
Guy makes his money with his arms, he just said.
Yeah, so...
Ooh,
unless it's a battle of luck.
Then we'll win.
He's not going to kill us though, is he? But we could take something from us.
He could.
Should my fantasy virginity. Should we try and arm wrestle him?
I think we should, yeah.
So,
he seems nice.
So we'll turn to page 28 and we're going to have an arm wrestle with the shirtless hench dude. 28. Oh, fuck.
Oh, was it bad? Oh, shit. If you possess an armband of strength, turn to 52. If you do not, which we don't.
No, we don't have that.
Turn to 266.
We're going to get our arms broken and we're going to be left in a ditch somewhere. 266?
I thought that was in there.
3 arms.
Ooh, it's a long one.
Quinn explains that he will wager some dust of Leviathan against an item or coins to the value of 10 gold pieces. You sit down at the table opposite him, you put your elbow on the table and lock hands with him. His grip is like an iron vice and his dark slanted eyes look confident. His biceps bulge and he gives the signal for the contest to begin. Roll 2 dice. If the number you rolled is less than or equal to your skill, you manage with great effort to push his arm down slightly. He is strong and will not give in easily. You must roll successfully against your skill score 2 more times before you are able to push his arm down onto the tabletop. If you are successful, turn to page 354. If any of the 3 rolls exceed your skill, your arm gives way to Quinn's strength and collapses on the table. Turn to 129.
This is going to absolutely destroy our skill.
Why?
Because we're going to have to deduct it 3 times.
Why do we have to deduct it?
Because every time you test your skill, you have to take...
Really?
Yeah.
Where does it say that?
In the book, every time you use your skill...
That's luck.
Yeah, every time you test your luck. Oh, we're not testing our luck?
No, it's skill.
Oh,
so
okay.
So what we have to do is, when we got a pretty good skill, so... Basically, we have to roll a dice to equal or less to our skill, which is 10 down there. And if we do that 3 times in a row, we win the arm wrestle. But if we lose once, he smashes us and we break our arm. So
we've got to get...
If the number rolled is less than or equal to your skill score, you manage with great effort. So we need to roll less than 10.
3 times in a row.
Yes. So we're going to take 1 dice each and hope for the best. So, okay. I got 1, so we've won, right?
Yeah. Oh, so the lower the better at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good.
So we've got his arm down to here. We need to do it 2 more times. Luckily we've got quite high skill. I can't see what that is.
Oh yes, 6, 7.
7. Okay, so last go now. We've beat him twice. We need 1 more time, and then we beat him in the arm wrestle total. Yes, we got 2. So
okay.
Even without this armband of strength, we beat the big tough guy. You're successful. Turn to 354. There you go.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get some good stuff from this.
Okay, Quinn shakes his head in disbelief. He stands up and walks silently to a wooden chest at the back of the hut. He lifts the lid and pulls out a small glass vial. He hands it to you and walks back to the table, where he slumps in his chair looking thoroughly dejected. The dust in the vial sparkles in the light, and you put it into your backpack and leave the hut. Outside, you walk back to the junction in the path.
Okay.
Turn to 349.
So it looks like we have a vial of it's like Leviathan dust. We aren't going to add that right at the moment, but we're going to remember that because obviously Leviathan dust.
I'll write it.
Yes, we're going to write it in our adventure sheet.
What is it called?
Leviathan dust.
Okay, you're on 349. Does it say what that does or not?
No, not yet. We'll remember Leviathan.
Yes.
You arrive back at the crossroads, ignoring the way south back to the forest. You may go north or continue east. Should we go east? No, were we going west or east?
We were going west. But too far north and we'll get to the town before we...
Should we go east then? 102.
Yeah.
Yes. That looked like a Leviathan. I think.
I didn't see it. Stop cheating and looking through the pictures.
102 was it?
Yeah. Walking along the path, you notice marks in the ground made by the hooves of a horse heading east. You soon arrive at another junction in the path. The hoof marks lead south back to the forest. You decide to head north. So we're going to north anyway. 105.
Thank God we're not on that page. In the distance, to the right of the path, you see large birds circling in the sky. As you get closer, you recognise them as vultures. If you wish to step off the path to see what or whom the vultures are interested in, turn to 384. If you wish to ignore the vultures.
What if it's a goblin with our hammerhead?
If they're circling in the sky, they're not attacking someone down there, which means
somebody's dead.
Someone's dead or dying. I mean, if we go there, we might get attacked, but I reckon we could probably take them. If they're there, there's something down there that might have some more gold or items. I reckon we should go down.
I would go down.
So, turn to 384. We're going to see what the vultures are interested in. Yeah.
Yes. Ahead in the grasses, you hear a low moan. You look up to see the vultures patiently waiting overhead. A few steps further, and you see the ugly sight of a huge man with muscles. Oh, is this Quinn? A huge man with muscles like knotted iron staked out to the ground. His arms and legs are tied to 4 large wooden pegs driven deep into the ground. Ew.
I feel like we've read this one, like the very first time we looked at the book.
The man is naked except for
a
very small loincloth, and his skin is badly blistered from the sun. His face and chest show the bloodied signs of cruel torture. His captors will not have gained the information they sought from him because he is a barbarian. If you wish to cut him free, turn to 128. If you want to leave him in his agony and return to the path, turn to 394. What if he fights us?
Out of memory, I swear I remember this one from the very first time I read it, and I swear he just wants to kill us if we let him go. So really? I'm going to leave him to die.
Well, it says he's a barbarian in capitals.
Yeah, which is usually
means
when you see an enemy's name when you fight them, it's all written in capitals. So that is like a little hint, I reckon, that he's going to fight us.
What if he's got a hammer though?
He doesn't. The goblins have the hammer. Maybe not. The goblins won't.
Yeah, no, we'll leave him.
I'm not going to fight this guy because I feel like we had to fight him last time. I don't think
Maybe we died there last time.
Do you know, we might have done.
394.
Gradually, the grass around you becomes shorter as the ground gently starts to rise. Ahead, you can hear the sound of flowing water. Soon you reach the bank of a slow flowing river. The river is very shallow and stepping stones cross it to the far bank, which the path continues north in the distance. Will you cross the river by the stepping stones, wade through the shallow water across the river?
It's very shallow.
The whole thing?
Well, it's slow flowing. So maybe it'd be better going through the water.
What could happen in the water?
Stepping stones, one of the stones could not be a stone.
Yeah.
It could be a trap. Or wade through the shallow water.
Yeah, leave him. Yeah, the barbarian, we ain't letting that guy out. He's got a tiny loincloth and he's a huge man apparently, so he might pin me down.
Was it the loincloth that put you off?
He seems to be enjoying it, so I'm letting him leave and do it. Cross the river by stepping stones away from the chapter. What could go wrong in the shallow water?
Should we see if anyone else will make the decision for us? Would you take stepping stones? Or wade through the shallow water?
So the water is shallow anyway. Would you wade through the water, the shallow water, or would you walk over the stepping stones to maybe get there a bit faster? I don't know what the pros or cons are.
It's shallow and slow flowing.
Yeah, so we might slip on the rock and I'll lose our backpack, which has got all our provisions.
Oh shit, yeah. Oh, but then if we wade through, we might lose it anyway. But it's shallow. Does it say how high it is?
No. There's stepping stones there for a reason though, isn't there?
Yeah, but it might be a trap. How many times do you ever come across something that it's not a trap?
That's true. Should we try and wade through the shallow water? Should we rock, paper, scissors it? Or should we come to a decision?
What would you do? If this was you, and there was like slow flowing sort of up here.
Considering I'm like on this adventure, and like it's a very serious matter of getting this hammer back together, I wouldn't be asked about getting my legs getting wet, so I reckon I probably would.
Go through the shallow water.
Yeah, I think we're going to go through the shallow water
and
see what happens.
Ooh, do it!
Okay, we're going to do it. 186.
Why would there be stepping stones in shallow water?
Because the water's shallow and there's just rocks sticking out.
Okay.
I guess. Maybe it's Takeshi's castle, it's all like...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that's not too bad, that's not bad.
What, 184?
6.
Oh, okay. Ooh. You step into the water and start to wade across the river. The water is quite murky, and although the level only rises to your waist, you feel somewhat vulnerable to the creatures that may live in the river. Suddenly, your fears are realised.
Carol fucking Baskin.
You feel sharp teeth sinking into your thigh. You reach down into the water and feel the long, thin body of a blood eel extending from your leg. You draw your sword and start to stab at the water.
Okay.
Oh, that's not too bad.
We've got to fight a blood eel. And it has a skill of 5 and a stamina of 4, so it's pretty weak to be honest, so we shouldn't have a problem taking care of this thing.
Just think, if we went across the stones, we probably would have fallen in anyway, and then lost all our shit in our bag.
Okay, so do you want to roll for the eel this time?
Yes, I would love to roll for the eel.
Slippery.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
11. So the skill of the eel is 11, and our skill, well, we only need to roll a 1, so we've basically won this round. Yep.
Yeah.
So the eel's stamina is down to 2, so you take 2 stamina points per like successful attack, so he's got 2 left. So if we beat him now, He's dead. So
6,
what's that?
11. Oh, we've done it now.
So we've done it. So we've killed the eel. That was really easy.
We're having much better luck this time around.
If you win, turn to page 131.
A big, strong man is waiting for you with a wine club.
Flexing his muscles. It's 131, yes. You drag yourself out of the water onto the far bank of the river. You see that the path continues north into the hills, but as it's getting dark, you decide to make camp for the night under a large solitary tree to the right of the path. You build a large fire and settle down to sleep with your sword by your side. Turn to 325.
I feel like we've been here before.
Same.
Yesterday.
No, this was the very first time we played.
Is it?
Yeah. I don't know if it was.
Is it 325?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
I remember something bad happening.
Okay. You've been asleep for about an hour when the soft noise of fluttering wings wakes you up. You sit up and grab your sword, and in the light of the full moon you see 3 large shapes flying towards you. They look like large bats, but as they swoop in close to you, see the unmistakable fangs of vampire bats. In capital letters.
That's why we needed both of them.
If you possess any garlic buds, turn to 268, which we do.
We had the option of garlic buds or holy water, so... We don't, so we might turn to vampires.
Turn to 79, where you have to deal with it.
You stand with your back to the tree and prepare to fight the vampire bats. You fight them one at a time as they swoop down on you. So there's 3 bats. Do we fight them individually? Yeah, so we have 3 bats to fight, so we have to fight them individually until we kill one, and then we move on to the second and then the third one.
Okay, B1, B2, B3. What's the skill of the first one?
5.
5, 5, 6, 5.
5, 7. Third one?
5, 7. Okay, bat number 1. Should I be the bat?
Yes. Less than 10.
10, so he's down to 3.
Vampire bat 1 is down to 3 HP or stamina.
Oh, down to 1.
So we're gonna hopefully kill this bat now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got lucky because our skill is quite high. So that's bat number 1 dead.
Okay, bat number... Oh, that was the wrong bat. Bat number 2. Ooh.
What's that, 12? 13?
13.
Yeah, so
he's down to 3.
Oof.
Ooh!
What's that? 12.
He's on 12, so we need to get...
There's more than 12.
Oh no, 12, 13, 14, 18.
18, so we need to roll an 8. Nice,
9.
we got a 9.
Okay, so he's down to 1.
Oh! I've rolled
18
double
again.
6 for the monster twice in a row.
Okay, so what do we need?
An 8.
An 8. 6, 7, 8.
Nice.
Oh wait, or does that cancels it out? So we have to start again.
If we roll equal to the monster skill, then we doesn't count, so we roll again. I've rolled double 6 for this monster twice. 3 times
in a row.
This is a bad omen.
I gotta get 8 again. 3, 4. Shit.
Okay, so we've lost our first.
2 stamina, so we're down to 17 stamina
17 stamina now.
Still bat number 2. Got 1 HP left. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 he's on.
15, so we need to roll a 5. So,
yes, okay, right. Bat number 2.
Bat 2 dead, 1 left.
So this guy's got 7 stamina, 5 skill.
Okay, 1 each. Nice. That's a win, isn't it?
Yeah. So he's down to 5.
Nice. We rolled a 1-1. Our luck is changing at the moment.
And an 11.
That's 17, right?
16.
16, so we need to get 6.
4!
We got 4, so
we're down to
15 stamina now. We will update that after the fight.
Oh man. 6. 11. Yeah.
Okay, so that's all 3 bats dead.
No, he's still alive. He's got 1 HP.
Oh, 1 HP. 6, it's 11, right?
Yeah, so he's dead.
Okay, that's all 3 bats dead now, so I'm just going to upgrade the stamina down to 15.
Oh no, it's happening again.
That's not bad, then we still got all
we
our
can eat a
provision.
provision.
What would that get back up to? Does that get us back to 19? 16,
Yeah,
17,
if we eat 1.
Okay, let's eat a provision then.
And then you can leave your stamina at 19.
Okay, so we've eaten one of our meals, which has gotten our stamina back to the base of 19, so we don't have to mess around with that too much. Okay, so it's your turn, isn't it?
Yes.
386.
386. You settle down to sleep again, but have a restless night. In the morning, you wake early. You collect your belongings and set off north along the path. Turn to 119.
Okay. The ground is quite steep and the path wends its way into the hills. By the time you reach the top, the sun is quite hot. All around the distance you see green circle of dark wood forest. Mist still hangs in the tall grass behind you, but ahead you see the valley floor bathed in sunlight. All is quiet. As you start down the far side of the hill, you see a junction in the path. You may either continue north down the hill or head west along the new branch.
Oh, the fact that it's a new branch could be new opportunity.
Yes, you might be reading too deep into that.
But then north's always good. Like, I feel like north treats us really well.
Down the hill into a valley. I'm gonna say go along the new branch west. Are you gonna say down the hill?
Yeah, I was gonna say west as well.
Because that read a lot like one we'd already read before, but it was different.
Yeah.
So 216. Okay.
The path leads along a ridge of the hill and ends at another junction. You see that the way south leads back to the river, so you decide to head north again. Turn to 278.
It's always better
The
to be
amount
safe
of
than
times it like
sorry.
redirects us.
It's better that than being killed by a dragon, though. 278.
278.
So looks like one of those BM biscuits. There's a tree on this page. I just thought I'd show you. It's an Ent from Lord of the Rings, basically.
Is that out the one that's talking about us?
Suddenly a branch. Right, we're not there, so we're not going to read it to you. The path runs through a narrow gorge between 2 hills. You feel vulnerable and start to draw your sword, expecting to be ambushed at any moment. Unfortunately, because you are concentrating on watching the sides of the gorge, you do not see a small patch of leaves and branches on the path ahead. Your foot goes right through the thin covering of a bear trap. Oh no.
Oh shit.
And you plunge 4 meters to the bottom of a rocky pit. To add to your misfortune, a wooden stake with a sharp tip points out. This is long. Tips out. Sharp tip points out to the centre of the pit. Test your luck. If you are lucky, you will manage to avoid landing on the wooden stake, but fall heavily to the floor. Lose 2 of your stamina points and turn to 319. If you are still alive, If you are unlucky, the point of the stake pierces your leg as you land. Lose 2 stamina points for the fall and a further 2 for the injury to your leg. If you are still alive, turn to 319.
So either way, we at least lose 2 points.
Yes. So we got to test our luck, which is the same as testing your strength, right?
It's now at 11, our luck.
Yeah, so we need to get 11 or less.
Yes.
So for testing our luck, we need to roll 2 dice and get... What is it? We have to get an 11 or less to be lucky. If we get over 11, which 12 is the maximum we can roll, then we're unlucky. So we're going to roll 1 each and hopefully not get double 6.
Oh shit.
Okay, well, you've got a 5 and I've got a 1,
nice.
so we're lucky. So we've fallen down and injured ourselves and lost 2 stamina points, but we didn't get impaled by the wooden stake, so things are good.
So our stamina...
It's now 17.
17, and our luck is now 10.
Yes, you
Can I
lose
update
your
that?
luck point, yeah. You hold the button. You go to the next page.
Which page is it? 319.
319, okay. Wait for me to sort this out.
Ooh.
So our luck is now 10 and our stamina is now 17.
Yes.
Okay, easy enough.
Okay. Do you possess boots of leaping? If you do, which we do, yeah, number 1. Turn to 228.
So what item was that?
Boots of leaping.
Number 1.
Yes.
Okay, so with the boots of leaping, which we are pretty sure we're going to be using, so let's take that off the list.
228. Ooh, scared me. It's that guy again.
Hagrid boy.
Hagrid. Old haggis.
The pit is circular with smooth sides, and you are weak from your fall. You reach into your
Oh my god, I
backpack
just strained my neck.
and pull out the brown leather boots. I don't know what you plan on doing. They are very light on your feet. You crouch down and in one mighty leap you are out of the pit. You dust yourself off and continue your walk north towards the gorge. Turn to 255. 255.
Continuing down the gorge, you see the handle of a sword sticking out from a large rock by the side of the path. If you wish to try to pull the sword free from the rock, turn to 182. If you wish to continue walking down the gorge, turn to 334. Why would we need a sword?
It might be... Do we have any like items? No.
No. Oh man. Do you want to try it?
Where is it? Just on the side of the path.
So we're going down a gorge.
Yeah.
And there's a handle sticking out from a rock. I feel like this is going to be an ambush, wasn't it? But it might be really helpful if we get it.
I feel confident in our skill, stamina and luck. I think maybe we should fight.
Okay. 182.
This is probably walking into an ambush, but we'll see what happens. 182?
Yeah.
You'll know by the picture, and there's a picture. What is that?
That's a wet frog.
It's a man in a frog suit. You guys need to see this.
Is this the page we're on though, or are you just?
It is the page we're
story?
on. No, it is the page we're on. He's called Fishman.
But is it the story we're on?
No.
No, so it's not related.
Yeah, but it's a man. Look, he's dressed like a fish, a frog. You take a hold of the sword and place your foot against the rock. Roll 2 dice. If the number rolled is equal or less to your skill score, the sword slowly slides out of the rock. Turn to page 70. If the number rolled is greater than your skill score, the sword will not move. You tire and are forced to give up and continue north down the gorge. So we don't lose anything. So we need to roll less than a 10 to pull out this sword.
I'll do one, you do one?
Yes.
3, 4.
So we've got the sword.
Hopefully.
Yeah, if it isn't a trap. So page 70. Here you go.
What a magnificent sword. The sword is magnificent and was obviously made by a master craftsman. It feels powerful in your hand. Add 2 points to your current skill score for your enchanted sword. Cutting your new weapon through the air, you set off north down the gorge. Okay, what's our skill?
Yeah, so we got 12 skill score now.
Nice. I feel like we're getting very lucky on this.
Yeah, something bad's gonna happen soon.
That's like the maximum skill you could get.
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh no, it's not. You'd add 6, 18.
Yeah, that'd be really good. How could you even lose with that?
No, that's the maximum.
Oh, 12,
yeah,
you sure?
Yeah, because you only
one
roll
dice, yeah. So we have maximum skill
that's
right
crazy.
now, so we're doing pretty good.
3, 3, 4.
What's gonna happen?
We're gonna run into that 8-man again.
3, 3, 4?
3, 3, 4.
Between the hills, you see the flat green valley floor stretching out ahead, and beyond, a sinister wall of trees, dark wood forest. On the other side of the trees lies Stonebridge, your journey's end. Arriving on the valley floor, the path ends at a junction. If you want to head west, turn to 113. If you want to head east, turn to 51. Okay, I don't think we want to go to the forest, so which way? Or we're gonna have to go. The other side of the trees is where the valley, the forest is. So
I feel like we've been loads. We haven't really done anything west yet, have we?
Should we go west then?
Yeah.
West into the forest. Like, we are close to the end of the journey, but we don't have the quest item, the other half of the hammer yet, so we don't want to go in there just yet. So what was that?
334.
No, it wasn't.
Was it not?
No, I mean the next one. 113.
Okay, the path makes a sudden turn to the right and heads north across the valley floor. To the left of the path you see a large pond with a small wooden hut with a thatched roof by its edge. If you want to investigate the hut, turn to 324. If you wish to ignore the hut, I don't think we should ignore anything at this time.
We're a badass. We've got like massive, glorious, magnificent sword, and we've got all the provisions. So
it's a magnificent sword.
What did I say?
No, it is.
Oh, okay.
I'm agreeing with you. 324.
We're going to end up with that fish man in this swamp.
I hope so.
You walk around to the front of the hut and see a large blue vase standing on a small porch. There is nobody about. You open the door of the hut, but there is nobody inside. The hut is also devoid of any furniture or objects. You walk outside again and inspect the blue vase. You look inside, but despite the sunlight, you are unable to see beyond the rim. The vase is filled with eerie blackness. You shake it and hear a rattling sound. You may drop the vase on the ground, put your hand inside the vase, ignore the vase, and return to the path. It's got to be a trap, hasn't it?
What if dropping it destroys what's inside, though?
But what if it wrecks our hand? Do you reckon we'd actually get it if we put our hand in? I feel like everyone at this point would be like, oh, I'm not putting my hand in.
I wouldn't stick my hand in it, would you?
Well, that might be a good idea.
Do you want to stick your hand in?
Maybe.
Should we rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah. I'm going to say put the hand in the vase because it seems too obvious.
Oh, man.
But we might fight something and we might beat it.
What if we get poisoned?
We've got anti-poison. We have a potion of plant control, insect control, potion of anti-poison. Rock, paper, scissors?
Oh, now I'm feeling like we should stick our hand in.
Do it. Yeah? Well, look how strong we are.
We're going to get bitten by something.
Spider. And
what if our hand gets stuck in it?
We've got anti-poison.
Okay.
We can smash the vase on the floor if we get stuck in it. Oof, 161.
This is tense.
It's more tense because I can't find the page. Please don't be.
That's
it's the crow one.
Put the hand in.
Put the hand in.
We are doing.
Okay, is it mine or yours?
161, is it?
Yeah, 161.
Oh shit.
Read it. You're killing me.
As your hand descends into the inky blackness of the vase, it is gripped by an intense pain. First it feels as if it's being crushed, and then it feels as if it is on fire.
Oh, I hope we don't need the fire capsules.
Oh, this is a bit of a... If you wish to pull your hand out of the vase, turn to 185.
Yeah.
If you want to feel around and find out what it is inside, turn to 341.
At this point, we might as well.
You're already in there, you might as well.
We're going to get burnt, we might get more burnt, but I think we can recover. We've got health stuff. We're not going to lose anything by burning our hand, are we?
I don't think they'd give us that much of a warning if it wasn't like a bluff.
Yeah, so do you think it's not too bad of a punishment? Or a punishment?
We're already in there, we might as well see what it is.
Okay.
It's already like infected or whatever anyway.
If you want to feel around and find out what's inside the vase, turn to 341.
Do it.
The pain in your hand becomes almost unbearable, but you still retain feeling in it. At the bottom of the vase, your hand becomes into contact with several objects. You grasp them and pull them into your hand quickly out of the vase. You are surprised to see no mark or sign of injury on your hand. You examine the treasure and find 5 gold pieces.
Yeah!
So you write down in there.
So we've got 9 gold.
Yeah. We also found a dragon's tooth.
Ooh. Is this a treasure?
Yes, it didn't say any gold attached to it. A potion of strength. A glass vial containing a potion of strength. So we have 2 potions of strength, so that we can fully recover our health twice now.
Oh man, we're doing
good.
Oh
no, this potion of strength will restore 5 stamina points. Add 1 luck point and return to your path and head north.
So we need to
update this first.
Luck is now 11.
So our luck is now back up to 11.
Gold is now 9.
Where is gold? Where's gold? So back up to 9 gold.
Yeah. And so as far as treasure, I know we're not adding it on there, but we have got Leviathan Dust,
and a
dragon's tooth, and an extra potion of strength, which gives us an extra 5 stamina points.
Yeah. So if we'll use the one that's on this as our full recovery, and we'll refer to this adventure sheet if we need to use it for extra 5 stamina points. Yes. So that was pretty good.
That was very good.
149.
It's all gonna go downhill very quick.
Here we go. 149.
As you walk across the valley, you see the dark green wall of Darkwood Forest looming up before you. The path leads directly into thick undergrowth, and soon you are walking between tall dark trees and thorny bushes.
Yeah.
It is dark and quiet. The path forks again. If you wish to walk east, turn to 130. If you'd rather continue north, turn to 306. I feel like we're doing this.
Through the woods, though.
I would say east. What would you say? North or east?
East. Because we head east into the woods, west into the woods, and then east. Let's go east.
130?
I'm not sure how well this is actually mapped out, so 130?
Yeah, we should have you meant to draw a map as you go
through. Does it actually tell you to do that?
Yeah, it says you meant to track it.
Well, it was working for us last time until we went down the well and we ended up...
It was like this.
We drew like a whole A4 piece of paper worth of map, and we were still like nearly filling it, so we decided we didn't do that this time. The path forces its way through the gnarled trees and thorny bushes. You hear growling above you and look up to see a creature which appears to be half cat and half girl lying on a branch over the path.
Ooh.
Which half is half? Like, it has a short black shiny fur like It has short black shiny fur like a panther, but there are paws at the end of its arms and legs with sharp claws. Its face has human features with slanted eyes and long teeth. It looks as if it's about to pounce. If you wish to draw your sword and fight the Catwoman, turn to 153. If you wish to run quickly ahead, lose 1 luck point and turn to 355.
What are we on? Luck 11.
I don't think it's worth losing a luck point for.
Should we fight her? What if she's really tough though?
We'll handle it.
Okay.
We've got, look how much potions and stuff we have.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're going to fight the Catwoman, so 153. Ah, easy.
Easy? The Catwoman growls and snarls before leaping down from the tree to attack you. You step back and prepare to fight. Skill 8, stamina 5. Not bad. So who's this Catwoman?
Catwoman,
Is it the Catwoman?
It's Halle Berry's Catwoman, the one we don't talk about.
Skill?
8.
Stamina 5.
5, yeah.
Should I be Catwoman?
Yeah.
18.
So we need to get 6.
Yes.
So it's not bad.
Oh, I was forgetting we had more skill in there.
So
8. Okay, she's down to 3 stamina.
3 stamina left for Catwoman. I'll roll for Catwoman this time. 3.
3, so you might as well just take that off.
Yep, so she's down to 1 HP, right?
Yep.
You roll for Catwoman.
10, 18 again.
18, so we need to get a 6 again, which is... We got 6. So we beat her, yeah?
Wait, 6. No, we're equal, so we need to do it again.
Okay, you do it.
Catwoman. 6.
What's that?
14.
So we need to get 2.
2. Ooh,
We got 5. So let's Catwoman down. Easy.
Catwoman's dead.
If you win, turn to 202.
I feel undefeatable at this point.
Yeah, well, that's probably what the book wants us to do. We still have to find the piece. We're going to have to fight every single thing in this book before we get to it.
The ears of the Catwoman are pierced by 2 gold studs.
Ooh.
They are worth 5 gold pieces each,
Nice.
and you put them in your backpack. You set off east along the twisting path. So do we add that to our gold, or do we add that to our treasures?
I'd say
I'm
right
assuming when it says how much gold they're worth, you
yeah.
change it to gold.
Yeah.
So we need to add 10
I would,
gold.
because I think the only time you need to use gold is when you end up back at the start. So you're kind of building up until you get to that point. So I think you do, can't we?
Okay, so we're on 19 gold then.
Okay, so our gold is now up to 19.
Yeah, baby!
Although we kind of hope we don't need to ever spend it and go back to the beginning again.
This is turning into a long one.
I know, I don't even know how long. Could be a 2 hour stream already. No, it could be. Where was this? Turn to 355. We might have to split this up into a 2-parter. We'll see what happens in the next couple of pages, because I don't know how far away from the end of the book we could be. So
we can finish it tomorrow.
Yeah. You arrive at another junction in the path. Ignoring the way south, you continue east. Turn to 340.
Where are we going? East.
Yeah.
Should we see what this page is?
Yeah. So if this makes us interested in finding out what's next, we'll continue. If not, we will continue with a second part tomorrow.
340?
Yeah.
Oh. Walking along the path, you see a small man wearing an iron helmet and a chainmail coat sitting on a log by the side of the path. He is a dwarf and he does not look very pleased to see you. Will you try and start a conversation with him, draw your sword and attack him, or push him off the log
What will we gain from that?
and run east? Well, this whole point of this book is we're trying to protect the dwarves, if you remember. So I would start a conversation. This is me, but I would try and start a conversation.
Yeah. Are we going to leave it here?
Should we leave it?
So we're probably going to leave it here. So if anyone who's watching the stream right now, we're going to leave you with these options. We've come across this dwarf who's sitting there, he's wearing chainmail, and he looks very displeased with us. And we have the option to start a conversation with him, draw your sword and attack him, and push him off the log and run east along the path. I imagine if we start a conversation and it goes south, we're going to fight with him anyway.
Maybe.
If we push him off the log and run,
you might get all his dwarf buddies after you.
Yeah, he might come back to haunt us later. I don't think he's going to find it funny, so I think the conversation would be our option, but we're going to leave that till tomorrow around the same time. We're probably going to start around 7ish maybe.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this one so far. If you've been taking part or just watching and getting to grips with what this is, we've been enjoying it. It took us quite a while to sort out the whole concept and how we're going to do it. And if you did enjoy this, make sure you follow us or share this out so you can get other people wanting to watch it. And then if we have more people making these choices for us, there'll be less blame for all of us if we die in a horrible blaze of glory. So this is going to be it for the first part of our run through of Forest of Doom. And yeah, make sure you stay tuned for part 2 coming tomorrow.